Great to have you listening today. Here it is, a Wednesday. I just started this with a long yawn. Did you see that? I don't know if the cameras are on you. Very big yawn to start here today. It always indicates great things to come.
You sound gravelly.
I'm gravelly. I mean, man, I'm slumped. I am slumped. Hey. Chris Kelly here. There's Chris Demm right there.
Hey, yo.
Hey, BB.
What's going on now?
BBJ. Slumped. Totally slumped. Remember yesterday when I left you? Well, first of all, I'm running scared because of these threatening emails that I'm getting. Excuse me, threatening letters through the mail that I'm getting. We chronicled yet another yesterday, late in this program. Garbage time. Someone is sending me letters that simply have the word F-A-R-T on them. And you know I don't say that word. And I've gotten them from Raleigh, Charlotte, and Knoxville, Tennessee. Yeah. Okay, I've gone back and taken a look. There have been 4 in total. 3 I have saved. The first one I thought, and threw it away. The other 3, I've caught the return address, not return address, postmarks.
Yeah, this is kind of like the, if you ever watch the movie Zodiac, it's kind of like that with much lower stakes.
Yeah. Nobody's getting killed yet.
Right.
Not yet.
And we
Not
think
yet.
we've cracked the code.
Yeah.
Right.
It's F-A-R-T.
It's F-A-R-T. But the word F-A-R-T is written in different parts of the piece of paper. Left lower quadrant, right upper quadrant, etc. Right in the middle of the page to start. So,
Always lowercase?
every time. Same font. I said yesterday, someone typed this, and Christian said, no, there is no. He does not have a typewriter, which Christian said was our first clue. This person, whoever is doing it, doesn't own a typewriter. So we know that.
So we've eliminated that.
That's right.
Those suspects.
Exactly. So that immediately I had anxiety. I was concerned all day. Secondly, as you know, I was trying to fix my dink yesterday. Okay, I was running out the door to fix my dink. I got an emergency call from Chris Kepko, who is a pickleball expert, and he said, I saw something in your dink and I hate it. I don't like it. It'll take me at least 2 hours to fix it.
I want you to wear your pickleball shoes to work.
And I did. And
we can't waste time with you changing shoes.
That's right. So I rushed out right after we had our meeting yesterday. And gentlemen, I can tell you that I've got work to do on this dink. This dink is not. I cannot say.
Not a one-day project.
I can't say with any certainty that my dink is fixed. We're on the road to it, but he told me this will be a process that will take you years to fix this dink. Your dink is in such bad shape. This will take you a long, long time. So,
did he? I'm almost may regret asking this, but did he break down your game to rebuild it?
Yes, and now I'm all in my head. Now I'm all over the place.
It's a bad place to be.
Of course, no one wants to be there. He set up a tripod with his phone on it to take video. He goes, let's just dink like you normally would. And I said, all right. So I started dinking, and he stopped after about 3 or 4 minutes. He said, take a look at this. He's like, have you ever seen anything uglier in your life?
Good God, man.
There I am, just, my body is just really, what a sight to see, when you really look at it.
What's the opposite of poetry in motion?
Oh. Exactly. And he showed it to me. He said, are you getting a really good look at this? And he says, we just got to break it down. Everything must go.
So for BB Shea and myself, we don't play pickleball.
Right.
Is a dink a standard shot? Does it happen on every point?
I wouldn't say every point, but
is
most.
It like a forehand or a backhand?
What the dink is when you are very close to the net, but you can't get into the kitchen. I'm really getting
all right.
But it's a really light shot. It's very, very soft shot, barely over the net. But if you leave it even a little bit too high, you're going to eat it. It's coming back at you fast. And so you have to just
your opponent will smash.
Exactly. So to gently put it over the net. And my boy Kepko said, your dinking skills are for naught. And you're going to go to Charlotte this weekend to the Buzzsaw, and they're going to kill you. They're going to take you out with your dinking. So we worked on it. And we worked and we worked and we worked. Just repetitive motion over and over and over again. Very difficult.
Is he doing anything sort of like Miyagi did with Karate Kid, like making you learn skills you don't think have anything to do with dinking?
Exactly.
Like wax on, wax off?
Exactly. I mopped up and squeegeed the entire...
You washed his car?
I washed his car. That's why I'm so slumped. I got his dry cleaning. I bought him dinner. I mean, it took me all day. That's why I am so
You're doing great.
Yeah.
Keep it
How's
up.
this supposed to help me, Kepco? Don't worry about it. You'll figure it out.
You figure it out later.
Yeah.
I won't know for
Armor all that back tire.
I won't know for weeks how all this helped, but me waxing is all those things. Then later, all of a sudden, I'll be a dinking master up there. I won't even know.
All the tumblers will click into place and the locks will open.
That was so brilliant in Karate Kid. I didn't even see that coming. I was like, why is he making this
Yeah, you
kid
don't
do
see it coming the first time you watch.
Why is he doing all these chores? And then later it's like, oh, that's
Why is he
it.
painting a fence?
Exactly. And the fence looked great when it was done, by the way. And the floors and everything. And the cars, they all looked great. And I mean, Miyagi, let's put some credit on Daniel, though. Miyagi got his whole house redone. I mean, the whole house and his car. I mean, basically, Daniel just remodeled this entire and painted the whole thing. Imagine the labor cost that he saved on that. He sanded the whole floor and everything. Kepco did the same thing, and I'm a new man in front of you today, but I'm slumped. I mean, it took a lot out of me.
You're just a lump of coal now, or clay.
Clay.
You need to be molded.
He's molding. Exactly. And I got home late. And I just sat and I said, I can't do it. Late. Well, I went there, and then I did a 3 o'clock over at the gym. I had to, because my friend Young Mike, he texted, he's like, you're not going to skip the gym today, are you? And I was like, well, I had this, working on my
dink session.
And he's like, you're going to put your dink over at the gym? And I said, no, I'll get over to the... So I did that, and then I got home late, and I mean, it was just an all-day thing, and I was nothing to my family. Nothing. That's really what it's come down to.
Yeah.
I'm doing nothing for my family. And so I'm slumped in here today. You can tell. My wife thinks I sound more gravelly lately in general, which I love. I'm like, that's how I'm getting the voiceover work. More gravelly. She thinks I have a nodule on my...
oh, no, you don't want that.
I don't think I do. I just she's concerned. She's like, you need to get.
Does your throat hurt? Does your voice hurt?
No, not at all. But she says, I hear you more gravelly, and you better go to the doctor.
Well, you were especially gravelly moments ago, I thought.
Well, yeah. Slumped. I think that's what it is. I think I'm just spending more time doing stuff I shouldn't be doing, and not getting back to it, and then it's a scramble. And
this should resolve itself nicely.
Don't you think? I think so, too. Yesterday, I was talking about that meeting we were in yesterday.
Yeah.
Once again, you know how they call me the grouch in there?
Yes.
Oh, way to go, grouch. Two-hump grump.
Because you always bring like a dark cloud with you.
Yeah.
You never want to do anything.
Always. There's a movement afoot. We have these two guys named Chris Comedy All-Star shows.
Yes.
Every February, we do 2 shows. One night, a Friday, then a Saturday. Well, there's a movement. There's a guy named Matt, and he's a great guy. Promotions department here.
Yeah.
Go-getter.
That's the word. He's a go-getter. And I don't think what he fails to realize that the older I get, the less of a go-getter I am. Okay. And so he came to me. This year's comedy shows were real successes. A lot of people came and enjoyed them. The comedians were fantastic. They always are, but this year in particular, they're really, really funny. And everybody said, "Oh, I love this. This is great."
It was good to get back out
That's
after
what I think.
the pandemic break.
Yeah, it had been a long time.
Yeah, it was an important, fun night.
Yeah, it was very
Series
fun.
of nights.
Yeah, both of them were very fun. So afterwards, Matt came and he said, we need to expand this. We need to do it like over 3 weeks in different cities and expand out.
Let's
go bigger, he said. And I was like, oh, yeah. In my haze, I always say,
You just placated?
Great. Total placation. I just said, yeah, you go for it, Matt. And I thought, this is going to get shut down. There's no way. So then about a month.
You didn't realize he was a go-getter.
He actually does things.
He'll make the calls.
Right. I say stuff and never do it. He actually does it. So a month ago, he's like, wheels are in motion on really expanding these comedy shows. And I was like, oh, man, that is fantastic. He goes, you're going to have to travel. You guys are going to have to go. Out of state, different cities. And I was like, oh, this is just wonderful. Wonderful. And so yesterday in this meeting, it's a promotions meeting, these are 80% done now. I'm on the phones. I've got the comedians lined up.
You said what now?
I looked up for my pound
You're
cake.
mid-bite.
I said, what? He's like, yeah, this is, looks like you guys are going to have to go here. You're going to be this spot. He's got like 4 or 5 cities laid out. And I said, I don't know, man. I'm not sure.
What I have here. a photograph of you giving me the thumbs up from your office chair. You didn't look up, but you did hold your thumb up.
So he could tell. He was like, "It seems like you're not excited about this." And I was like, "Oh, I am so excited. You wouldn't even believe." But he knew. He's like, "Oh, you're grouch. You're going into grouch mode again." And sure
Johnny
enough,
Negative.
Johnny Negative finished up my pound cake, going off to fix my dink. They say as I walk out, "Close the door behind you."
And as soon as the door clicks,
here goes
the laughter,
uproarious laughter, because I'm the
believe this guy.
I'm the grouch. You know, that's
He's done it again.
He's more and more grouchy and mean. That's where we get that term grouch from Oscar the Grouch. It's Dave Chappelle that does the comedy where he goes, "Oh, why are you such a grouch?"
Because he lives in a trash can.
Because you live in a trash can. We have some breaking news here today. Dave Chappelle was attacked last night by somebody who came up on stage while he was doing a show at the Hollywood Bowl. He's doing a set. Remember yesterday we played the round table session where they were doing a table read from Seinfeld. It's something for Netflix called Netflix is a Joke. It's a festival that's going on in California right now. So Chappelle is on stage, and somebody comes up on stage to try to get to him. Chappelle's okay. The guy that tried to attack him got injured when security came in and tackled him.
So he never made contact with Chappelle?
No, he got very close, though.
Oh.
And so they tackled him. They actually put him on a stretcher to get him out of there because he was injured in the thing. Several of the attendees posted video. This happened late last night in California. Showed Chappelle on stage performing. Man to his right rushes up, tries to tackle, gets close. Security tackles him. They take him off. Now word is leaking out that this is a trans gentleman who was upset with something Chappelle had said in a previous Netflix show that he had done. That was a big controversy a few months ago where Chappelle did some jokes about the trans community. Netflix refused to pull it off. And so this guy was mad about that and went after Dave Chappelle here a few months later. By the way, also in attendance, who had been on stage earlier, Chris Rock. So Chris Rock has been now attacked twice. Yeah. He wasn't attacked last night, but his friend or his cohort was attacked last night while he was on stage. But Chappelle is fine. It's just breaking news here overnight that a lot of people are just finding out today.
I guess we'll see better and better because I've only seen really
far away
video from a cell phone.
Isn't that crazy, though? I mean, this is the second time now that somebody on a stage has been attacked. Very high-profile people attacked in the last couple of months.
Yeah.
This is a little bit different.
Yeah, different than a slap and then walk back to your seat.
Yeah. I mean...
a strut back to your seat.
Right. The walk up, the slap. It is different. But, of course...
But comics have been... people have jumped up on stage at comics before.
Oh, yeah. Not the first time.
Remember, there's a crazy piece of video. It's got to be at least 15, 20 years old of that comic. I can't remember his name. Smashing a guitar over the dude's head.
Oh, I do remember that. Yes, I do.
One of the early viral videos.
That's right. It's got to be a little scary because you're talking to. Sometimes it's late at night and there's drunks and they all of a sudden come out there and.
So we've decided now to expand our comedy footprint.
Comedy footprint. That was my whole point. And I said to Matt yesterday, dangerous place to be. And he's like, "Oh no, this can be great. This can be."
People love comics. People love to laugh.
That's right. It's like, and he goes, "We want you and Chris Demm especially to be in 5 cities over 5 weeks." And I said, "I don't know." I said, "Chris Demm's getting older.
Last thing we need is one of y'all to get attacked.
Hey, we don't need to be attacked, And I said, a lot of people want to slap me, or tackle me. There's that, There's always that. And he's like, "No, it's gonna be great." And then I knew when I left the room, it's like, "Oh, there goes the grouch. There goes the grump."
Have you considered? I know people do it in real life, and they've done it in movies. Leaving behind your phone.
I should.
Leave it next to the pound cake plate.
I should.
On record so you can hear what's actually said when you're gone.
Exactly.
Or do you not want to know?
I mean, part of me right there says, let's do that. But then, if I really heard it and realized.
People's unvarnished feelings about you couldn't handle it.
I couldn't. BB Shea knows because he stays in the meeting, but don't tell me.
Don't do that.
Don't tell me.
Don't leave
I'm not going to leave the phone
He's
behind.
got feet in many worlds.
Correct.